Today we will study the second chapter of Snapshots, titled The Address, written by Margot Minso. It's a post-war story about a girl and her mother. Before starting it, let's discuss about the author Margot Minso, born in 1920. She grew up in a Jewish family of five in Breda. The backdrop of story is a backdrop of World War II in Holland. Presently it is called Netherlands. The Germans had invaded Holland somewhere around 1940. Holland had to surrender before the Germans. The Dutch Jews faced Nazi tortures and a large number of them were arrested and sent to the concentration camps for painful deaths. Only a few could manage to flee to the other countries. Their lands was given away to the non-Jews. The address is the story of a young girl. Her mother is no more. The name of her mother is Mrs. S. After her mother's death, she feels like going to the belongings of her, and for that, the author goes to her mother's friend, that is Mrs. Darling. It was difficult for her to find the house, but somehow she managed to reach to Mrs. Darling's house. When she reaches inside, she finds that all the things which were taken from their place were placed in an awkward manner. Mrs. Darling thought that the author is going to claim those things. She had come to claim those things, but when she did not find any attachment from them due to this awkward situation, she dropped the idea and she decided to leave them there and move forward in life. Here, the author suggests that we must not keep clinging to the past, as if we will keep on remembering the things, if we won't leave the things, it will give only and only pain. So, she embraced the present and prepare for the future, leaving behind all the bitter memories. Now, let's start the summary of the chapter. 46 Marconi Street. Yes, this is the address of Mrs. Darling, the author's mother's friend. Narrator visits to that address. The narrator is a young woman searches for and finally finds house number 46 Marconi Street. Mrs. Darling is the owner of this house and the acquaintance of narrator's mother. When Mrs. Darling meets the narrator, she denies knowing the narrator's mother. But The narrator recognizes the cardigan worn by Mrs. Darling, as this cardigan belongs to her mother. It was of green color with wooden buttons. Mrs. Darling was quite shocked that the narrator still survived. She refuses to talk to her because she had a fear that if once she recognizes narrator, she will lose the possession of her belongings. The narrator was very much disappointed. Mrs. Darling was a cunning lady. She was not a friend, but she revived that friendship after a long time. She started visiting the mother's place frequently, and on each visit she would carry the valuable, delicate things from there. She pretended to keep all these things safe. She transported all silver cutlery, antique plates, and large vases, etc. After the war, the narrator was in dilemma. Years pass, narrator loses her mother. Now, narrator has shifted somewhere else. For a long time, she was in dilemma. She was having this confusion that she should claim mother things or not, because she did not have courage to confront her mother's belongings. She had a fear also that whenever she will face all those things, might be possible that she would become more upset and sad. But finally, she becomes anxious to go back all her possessions from Mrs. to get back all her possessions from Mrs. Darling. She wanted to touch them, to feel them. Now she decided to revisit Mrs. Darling's house. This time, when she knocked there, Mrs. Darling was not at home. Her daughter takes in the narrator. The narrator sees her mother's candle holder in the living room. She recognizes that so many things were there, like tablecloth, the teapot, and the silver cutlery. And yes, definitely, she could find the marks on those particular things, like on tablecloth, there was a burn mark. But everything was placed in an awkward manner, and it was not giving her any good feeling. The atmosphere also was quite oppressive. She feels highly depressed, feels the value was lost for her. She realized that things tend to lose their importance when they cut off from them. Practically, also, she had no place to accommodate all those things. Finally, she decided to forget the address and all the painful memories. So, students, here's the theme of the chapter. The first point is that wars only leaves scars. Means few scars which are visible and few scars which are on a heart which are not visible but definitely they gives pain. Material things lose their relevance in changed circumstances. Both of these themes have been woven quite nicely by the author. There is a clear reference to the post war trauma suffered by the innocent people like narrator and her family. The narrator had lost her mother and only her memories are left. She feels compelled by the urge to feel and touch those things that once belonged to her mother. Her hunt of mother's belongings also turned to be painful when she finds them in altogether a different environment and surroundings. It seems that the loss of her mother's has also lost the relevance of those things that once belonged to her.